Hello friends, and once again welcome to bspsolution.com. My name is Amit, and in the series of Groovy automation, today I'm going to show you example number 25. In today's example, I show you how one can dynamically change substitution variable using Groovy script. So we are designing a touchless system where your monthly maintenance activities and forecast seeding process to be executed from pipeline, and the whole process will be automated. So step by step, gradually we are heading towards our objective of automating entire planning process. Anyway, let's get started. So first I show you the requirement. Now if you look at, I have a variable over here, a substitution variable in a Vision application. The name of variable is current year. And right now the value of the variable is set as 24. Now what I want on first business day, I want the variable value to be executed automatically. First business day of the given year. It means 1st January 2025. I want the value of the variable to be changed from 24 to 25. In the same fashion, first day of the month, I want to change the variable of current month and so on. How to achieve this? So if we need to do this in two steps. First, we need to retrieve the current year, current month, current date, and set the variable value current year, current month, and current date respectively. And this process should be executed on the fly automatically. So this batch job should be triggered on first business day of the given month, year, or quarter, and so on. Let's do this step by step. So I have a code which I'll show you how to write this code and execute this. First, let's execute this code and see what is going to happen with this script. So there's a Groovy script. I'm going to retrieve the current year in a variable called cur year and set the variable of the current year with my substitution variable. So right now the value is 24, current is FI25. When I execute this, see what happened. The variable value will change from 24 to 25. And if the variable substitution variable does not exist, it is going to create on the fly. Right now, let's see. So there is no refresh option we have, therefore probably we toggle and see. So I have a variable called, we change the variable for plan one, current year is become FI24. If the variable doesn't exist, still my Groovy code will create variable on the fly. Okay, let's get started. How to do this? So as always, I'm going to create a new Groovy rule for the same. Maybe I give a name called change year. I create a variable. We need to retrieve current year, current month, or current date. So I'll toggle from designer mode to script mode and change my scripting from calculation script to Groovy script. So step one, I'm going to retrieve current year. Okay. To retrieve current year, first we need to create an object of time zone. So I give some name. Let me give a name because I live in India. So I use IST time zone. Give any variable value. And so we have a time zone predefined class, and the method is called get time zone. And I pass argument over here, whatever time zone I need. I need a IST time zone. I put IST over here. You can use IST, EST, whatever you want, respectively. So I would print it step by step so that we get to know the variable value got set correctly or not. So I could give a time zone equals to, then I display the variable value, IST time zone. I mean, it's a good idea to display variable value step by step so you get to know what is happening. Then I would declare a second variable called date. So I new date, this predefined class, the object called date with a predefined class reference I've created. So with this reference, I would retrieve current year, current month, and so on. Let me display date as well. So I display in next row, date is maybe I use plus and date. Okay. Now I got date and time zone. I need year and month. Okay, so this is a string object. Year, month, date, and so on. First, I retrieve current month. Give any name, whatever you like to give. So I give a variable name called current month. Date dot format. Which format you like to retrieve date? Current month. I want in MMM format. Whatever format you want, you can specify over here. With my time zone object variable IST time zone. The second argument is time zone object reference. I got a month. In the same fashion, I can retrieve year. So I would use current year with date dot. What is the format? Well, I need a format in 2 character. Okay. Year, YY. And second argument, time zone. So I see time zone. I got date and time. Now I need to set the value of this variable. Probably you can display them as well. Let's display them. So for the sake of testing, current month is maybe next row. So colon, and I display plus what is the variable name? Current month. And similarly, current year is and career. I got current month and current year. Okay. Now I'm going to change the variable value. So I first integrate application object. Application gives some name and operation dot application like we did in the previous example. Then I create cube class object, give some name, application dot get cube. So I got 3 plant type over here. I'm going to change the variable value for plant type 1. Then cube dot set. Now I'm going to set substitution variable value. Set substitution variable value. First argument, name of the substitution variable. What is the name? Let's see. Okay, so I deleted this. I'm going to give any name, right? So I give a current year. And second argument is, because current year, my year format is, let me show you my dimension. The current dimension, the year format is F5, prefix with F5. So I'll be using same format, year F5, 15, 20. Okay, so I'll append F5 and variable is accessed through dollar symbol, name of variable. So this is current year, name of my variable. Correct, that's it. Okay, let's save and validate. Perfect, this is fine. And now we check the variable value. Right now I set the variable value as 24. You can give any value, or maybe the variable doesn't exist. So on the fly, the variable is going to be created on the fly. Okay, so let's run it and test it. I'll open the window. Before I test it, tools, variable, we validate it. So script has no error. The variable current here doesn't exist. It is empty, correct? Let's run it. I'm also displaying current year, current month. It is easy for us to navigate. Code is being run, little sluggish. It ran successfully, no error. Check the log application. Go to the job first, application, job, look at the status. Okay, current year variable, this business rule run 16 seconds before, and there's a value of it. Let's see what it returned. So as expected, the time zone, there's a time zone, it returned time zone first, then it did date, there's a time zone, there's a date, Monday, November 24. Then again, I display current month, November, and current year 25. And I want to set the variable value appending F5. So the rule ran successfully, no error. Now let's see the variable value change or not. So tools, tools, user variable, no, tools, variables, not preference. Variables, substitution variable, name of variable is current year. Let's go up and scroll to the bottom. See, the variable got created, which did not exist in the past, current year, and the value is FY25. That's it. Simple example. So we'll continue the same example. In next example, I show you how to dynamically invoke pipeline on the fly. So we'll change the variable value on the fly and invoke the pipeline on the fly. That's it. Thank you. Should you have any question, please reach out to BISP Trainings and bispsolutions.com. Thank you.